Hello students, welcome to Extreme Telugu YouTube channel. I'm Gayatri. In today's video we are going to learn 8th class mathematics chapter 2, which is linear equations in one variable. Now coming to the linear equations, in your previous grade levels you might have learned that in your grade 6 and grade 7 you might have learned about what are algebraic expressions, algebraic equations, simple equations and all. Now the simple equations which you have learned is nothing but the linear equations with one variable. Okay, so when do we call them as linear equation? For example, I have something like this. I definitely call it as an equation but not as linear equation because its highest power, the highest power of this equation is 2. We call it as degree. So here the highest power of the equation is 1. Okay, each term's highest power is 1 here. So we do call it as linear equation, but we don't call it as linear equation with one variable because it have two variables in this. I do call it as a linear equation because here also the highest power of the variable is 1. Now you may ask that 7 also have a power 1, 3 also have a power 1. Now these together becomes 2. How can we call it as linear equation? It's not at all a valid question, I can say, because the entire term have only one power. We consider the power of the variable, not the power of the number. Okay, so here we consider powers of only the variables, and here we have only one variable with the power 1. So we call it as a linear equation with one variable in it. Now this I don't call it as a linear equation because in this term we have two terms, x power 3 and y. And y have power 1. So total 3 plus 1, 4. The degree of this equation is 4. So we don't call it as a linear equation. So finally what I want to tell is an equation with highest power. That means the degree is 1. Then you call it as linear equation. And if that linear equation have one single variable in that, you call it as linear equations in one variable. In today's class, we'll be learning how to solve this kind of equations. Let's start with a very basic equation. Now, you know what transposition is. Transposition is nothing but from one side of the equation. Now, we call this side as LHS, left hand side, and this side as RHS, right hand side. So, when things or terms get transferred from one side of the equation to the other side, the operation becomes its opposite, or the sign becomes its opposite. Now here we have plus 3. When this plus 3 goes to the other side, it becomes minus 3. Or I can also say here 3 is getting added. When this addition goes to the other side, becomes subtraction. Now we first transfer this plus 3 to the other side, which becomes minus. 10 minus 3, where we get 7x is equals to 7. Now here 7 and x, the relation between the 7 and x is multiplication. So when this multiplication goes to the other side, becomes division. So as you know, in algebra we use the fraction form of division, not the basic form of division. This we don't use while solving the equations. So x value is 1. Now we go for the checking part. In previous videos, I have shown you how to check your equations. The same way we are going to check it over here. Take LHS, 7x plus 3. Now substitute this x value in this equation. 7 into 1 plus 3, where 7 plus 3, which is 10, which is nothing but our RHS. So since our RHS is equals to LHS, or LHS is equals to RHS, we can say that x is equals to 1 is the solution of this equation. Otherwise, you have to recheck where you have went wrong and get your correct solution. Here is our second problem, which involved fractions. Now if you can observe, the denominators are same, so they are going to be like fractions. Now this fraction 3 by 7 is getting added to this x, and our motto is to find the value of x. So what do? We send this 3 by 7 to the other side, which becomes subtraction. 17 by 7 minus 3 by 7, which we get it as 17 minus 3. We get it as 14 by 7, which is nothing but 7 ones, 7 twos. X is nothing but 2. Now let's check. We take the LHS. 3 by 7 plus x. 3 by 7 plus x is 2, which is nothing but 2 by 1. Now LCM will be 7 here. This becomes as it is 3 by 7 plus 2 into 7 by 1 into 7, which is 3 by 7 plus 14 by 7 gives us 14 plus 3, 17 by 7. This is how we are going to get when fractions are involved in this kind of equations. Let's go for our third problem. So here is a third problem which involved decimals. Now we have seen two cases where in one case we have seen only whole numbers involved in the equation. The second case with fractions, and third case we are seeing with decimals. So how do we solve this? Now you can observe that till now we have variables on the LHS side, but now we have it on RHS side. Okay, so here you can put it in the right hand side and continue with the procedure, regular procedure, or if you don't feel comfortable to have variables on the right side, in the next step you can transfer them. You can exchange both of them and then you can continue like this. So we have exchanged LHS with RHS and RHS with LHS. So now we got our variable on left hand side. Now this 1.5, we need to find the value of y here, and this 1.5 is the denominator. That means it is under division. When this division goes to the other side, becomes multiplication. So this gives 1.6 and 1.5 decimal multiplication. So how do we multiply decimals? We know it. We just multiply them regularly as we multiply whole numbers, and then at the end to the product we give the decimal places. So we do the same here. You're supposed to do these multiplication in the rough column of yours. So we have 5 6 30, 5 1s 5 8, 1 6 6, 1 1s 1, 0, 14 and 2. So we have one decimal place in the first number and second decimal place here. So for our product we should have two decimal places. So from here we count 1 and 2, we get 2.4. So y value is 2.4. So again you are going to cross check your answer. Okay, so after checking you will be understanding whether this is our correct answer or not, right? So let's check this one. We have RHS. This time we need to take RHS, which is y by 15, so 1.5. We got our answer as 2.4 by 1.5. If you're very well with this kind of division, you can carry on like that, or we will do it like this. 2.4 divided by 1.5, which gives us 24 by 10 into 15 by 10. What do we get? We get it as 24 by 10 multiplied by 10 by 15. 10 gets cancelled, and 3 5s and 3 8s. We have 8 by 5. We get it as 5 1s 5. 3 is the remainder, 0.305630. We got our LHS 1.6. So we can say that y is equal to 2.4 is the solution of this equation. Here is our last problem for the day. We solved this one. Looking pretty complicated, right? So as I told you before, when a problem looks very complicated, the answer will be very simple. And if the problem looks very simple, the answer will be complicated. Now let's check this rule applies for this or not. So if you observe on both sides of the is equal to, that means on LHS and RHS we have variables, that is same variables, since we are dealing with linear equation in one variable. Okay, so here in this case you have a fraction and one normal term. So what we have to do, we have to take LCM on both the sides with their respective terms. Now here the LCM becomes 2 and here also the LCM becomes 2. So what do we get? 5x into 2 by 1 into 2 plus 7 by 2 as usual, and here 3x as usual minus 14 into 2 by 1 into 2. So it's making a denominator same. Now what do we have in the numerators? 2 5s, 10. So we have 10x plus 7. Since both denominators are same, we are taking it as 2. Now here also we have 3x minus 14 2's, we have 28 by both the denominators are same, so we take 2. Now here is a simple logic. Now when here 2 is getting divided, if it goes to the other side becomes multiplication, and this 2 and the 2 from there gets cancelled. So I'm writing just imaginary thing. We'll get like this, and this 2 gets cancelled. So why not we avoid this step? Instead of sending this 2 to that side, getting multiplied, cancelling it, we can simply cancel both the denominators at a time. Saying that this denominator when goes to the other side becomes numerator, which leads to the cancellation. Now after cancelling the denominators, we are left with 10x plus 7, which is equals to 3x minus 28. Looking much better than the first type of the equation, right? Let's continue now. What we do is, we send all the numbers. Now here you have 7 and minus 28. We'll make sure the 7 and minus 28 are on RHS and these variables are on LHS. Okay, so this 3x will come to this side and this 7 goes to the other side. Now this 3x is getting subtracted here, but this is minus 28. Okay, so this plus 3x when comes to this side becomes minus 3x, because 3x is added to minus 28. That's the reason plus 3x comes here, becomes minus 3x. We get it this way. 10x minus 3x is equals to, we have minus 28 on the other side. Now this plus 7 going to the other side, it becomes minus 7. Minus 28 minus 7. Now again integers are coming to the picture. See, by solving one problem, how many topics we are covering up and how many topics we need to be aware of. We have to be aware of addition and subtraction of unlike terms. We have to aware of this transposition which we learn in algebra, and we also be aware of or good at integers because we have two negative numbers here to solve. So 10x minus 3x gives us 7x, which is equals to minus 28 minus 7. When you have two negative integers, we will add them and the resultant answer, that means its sum, will be a negative integer because you are adding two negative integers. You get it as minus 35. Now 7 and x are getting multiplied over here. So if 7 goes to that side, it becomes division. minus 35 by 7. Again, integer division, negative term divided by a positive term. Let's assume that there is no negative term over here and we'll go for the regular division, 7 1s, 7 5s. So your resultant answer will be minus 5. So answer is very easy. Question was very complicated. So we can trust this rule that complicated questions will have a simple answers and simple questions may have complicated answers. If you like this video, please like and share among your friends and subscribe to Extreme Telugu YouTube channel and click the bell icon to get the notifications. If you have any doubts or anything, just let us know through the comment section. Thank you.